What's up, guys? Welcome back to Book Demystified. What if the reason you're struggling with money has less to do with your spending habits and more to do with centuries of systematic oppression? Tori Dunlap's Financial Feminist makes a bold argument. Personal finance advice has been designed by men for men, and women need a completely different approach to building wealth. Dunlap isn't just another finance guru telling you to skip lattes. She's showing how the patriarchy has literally been stealing money from women's pockets and what to do about it. This book combines hard financial strategy with social justice, making it one of the most unique money books you'll ever read. Whether you're drowning in student debt, underpaid at work, or just tired of feeling guilty about money, this book offers both practical tools and permission to be angry about the systems working against you. Tori Dunlap started her first $100K at age 25, after saving her first $100,000 through aggressive saving and strategic career moves. She's a financial educator, founder, and activist who built a massive platform teaching women about money through a feminist lens. What makes her perspective unique is that she doesn't separate money from the broader context of women's rights and equality. She holds a degree in organizational communication and marketing, and her background in corporate America showed her firsthand how women are systematically underpaid and undervalued. Her approach isn't about individual willpower or budget shaming. It's about recognizing that women face structural barriers to wealth that men simply don't encounter, and then providing concrete strategies to fight back and build financial security anyway. The foundation of Financial Feminist is understanding that women's money problems are not personal failures, but systemic issues. Dunlap presents the staggering reality: women earn less than men for the same work, they pay more for the same products, they take on more unpaid labor and caregiving, they live longer and need more retirement savings, and they're more likely to be in poverty in old age. The gender pay gap means women lose hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. The pink tax means everyday products marketed to women cost more than identical products for men. Women do significantly more unpaid domestic work and caregiving, which impacts their career advancement and earning potential. These aren't choices women are making, they're systemic forces. Traditional personal finance advice ignores all of this and tells women the problem is their spending on small luxuries. Dunlap argues that budget shame and guilt are tools of the patriarchy to keep women feeling bad about themselves, while the real theft happens through wage discrimination and unequal systems. Understanding this context is liberating because it shifts the conversation from personal failure to collective action and smart strategy. One of the most powerful sections deals with negotiating your salary and knowing your worth. Dunlap provides specific scripts and tactics for asking for raises and negotiating job offers. She explains that women are socialized to be agreeable and not rock the boat, which directly translates to accepting less money. Companies exploit this by making initial offers lower to women than men, knowing women are less likely to negotiate. The solution isn't just asking once, it's becoming comfortable with ongoing negotiation as a regular part of your career. Dunlap walked readers through her own negotiation experiences, including times she successfully increased offers by tens of thousands of dollars simply by asking. She emphasizes researching your market value, documenting your accomplishments with specific numbers and metrics, and practicing your pitch. Women often downplay their accomplishments or attribute success to luck or their team, while men confidently claim credit. This difference costs women enormously over time. The book provides exact email templates for requesting salary conversations, phrases to use during negotiations, and how to handle pushback or rejection. Every dollar you negotiate early in your career compounds over time through raises, bonuses, and retirement contributions based on your salary. The book then moves into debt strategy with a compassionate but pragmatic approach. Dunlap acknowledges that women often carry debt from situations men don't face as frequently, escaping abusive relationships, funding their own education because families prioritize sons, covering medical expenses, or supporting family members. She presents different debt payoff strategies like the avalanche method, which targets high-interest debt first to save money on interest, and the snowball method, which pays off smallest debts first for psychological wins. But she adds nuance that other finance books miss. Sometimes you need to prioritize building a small emergency fund before aggressively attacking debt, because women without safety nets are more vulnerable to exploitation and dangerous situations. She also addresses how debt shame keeps women silent and isolated, preventing them from getting help or finding solutions. The message is clear: your debt doesn't make you a bad person, and you can create a plan to eliminate it while still living your life.
Dunlap dedicates significant attention to investing and building wealth, areas where women are dramatically underrepresented. Statistics show women invest less than men, not because they're bad at it, but because they're intimidated by a male-dominated industry that wasn't designed for them. The book demystifies investing by explaining basic concepts like stocks, bonds, index funds, and retirement accounts in plain language. She emphasizes that you don't need to be an expert or have thousands of dollars to start. You can begin investing with small amounts through apps and retirement accounts, and the key is simply starting so compound interest can work over time. Dunlap breaks down the difference between various retirement accounts, how employer matching works, and why women especially need to prioritize retirement because they live longer and face higher healthcare costs in old age. She also discusses investing in taxable brokerage accounts for goals before retirement and explains how to choose low-cost index funds. The feminist angle here is empowerment. Taking control of your investments means you're not dependent on a partner or employer for your financial security. The concept of financial boundaries is woven throughout the book as essential to building wealth. Women are socialized to be caretakers and to put everyone else's needs first, which manifests financially as constantly lending money, covering expenses for others, or feeling guilty about spending on themselves. Dunlap argues that setting financial boundaries with family, friends, and partners isn't selfish, it's survival. This might mean saying no when someone asks to borrow money, splitting expenses equally with a partner, even if they earn more, or stopping the pattern of picking up the tab to avoid awkwardness. She provides specific scripts for these uncomfortable conversations, like how to decline a loan request without destroying the relationship, or how to talk to a partner about unequal financial contribution. The book emphasizes that you can be generous and have boundaries simultaneously, but you can't build wealth if money constantly flows out to others while you neglect your own financial security. If you're getting value from these summaries, hit that like button and subscribe for more book breakdowns. Financial feminism also tackles the emotional and psychological relationship women have with money. Dunlap discusses money trauma, shame, and the ways women internalize messages that they're bad with money or don't deserve wealth. She encourages readers to examine their money stories from childhood, identify limiting beliefs, and rewrite their relationship with finances. This includes giving yourself permission to spend on things you value without guilt, as long as you're also building savings and investments. The scarcity mindset that tells women they don't deserve nice things or must sacrifice everything is another form of control. True financial feminism means having enough for security and also enjoying your life. The practical framework Dunlap offers is to automate your finances so building wealth happens without willpower. Set up automatic transfers to savings and investment accounts right after payday, automate bill payments to avoid late fees, and create systems that make the right financial choices the easy default. She walks through creating a values-based budget where you spend freely on things you genuinely care about while cutting ruthlessly on things that don't matter to you. This isn't deprivation, it's intentionality. The book also covers building an emergency fund, getting out of toxic work situations, starting side hustles, and planning for major life events from a financial perspective. This summary gives you the core concepts, but I highly recommend reading the full book to get all the depth, specific scripts, and detailed strategies Tori Dunlap provides. The book includes worksheets, exact action steps, and many more personal stories that illustrate these principles in ways we couldn't cover here. What was your biggest insight from this book? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next summary.